Well, we know that energy is the most expensive part of the pig's diet, but as we increase the energy density, we increase growth rate. And so you want to use as much energy as you can economically afford to feed in the diet. Then once you get past energy, you need to think about the amino acids next. And soybean meal being the most important protein source for us, we want to balance and make sure we have enough soybean meal coupled with the synthetic amino acids to provide the amino acids that the pig needs, but making sure that we don't take the soybean meal levels too low in the diet to minimize the amount of nitrogen because we become deficient in other amino acids. And so you need that combination of both energy and the amino acids from the soybean meal in order to support full pig performance. When you have high-performing sows, the most important thing we need to focus on is getting high feed intake and lactation. And in order to get them to eat enough in lactation to support maximal milk production, we have to do several different things. First, in gestation, we have to make sure that we don't put too much body weight on the sow or feed them too much in gestation, that they reduce their milk production and lactation because they are too fat and lower in their feed intake. The second thing we want to do is keep those sows comfortable in the farrowing house. And so we want to make sure we cool them properly with cool cells and ventilation in the barn, as well as drip coolers to help lower their body temperature so that they will consume more feed. And then we want to make sure we have the right equipment so that we always have feed available to the sows and so that they can eat whenever they want during the day. And finally, you want to make sure that you're doing the individual care for the sow and making sure that you don't have constipation issues or other individual problems with the sow that you need to focus on. In the United States right now, one of the things that is happening is that we're seeing more soybean meal being used because our soybean meal price has gone down as we've increased soy production for biodiesel production. So we have an excess level of soybeans right now in the U.S., so we're increasing our soybean meal use. That's coming some at the expense of distillers grains. We're seeing distillers grains usage going down because they're not quite as cost competitive as compared to the soybean meal right now. Besides that, most of the things we're doing are the same things that we've been doing for some time, focusing on cost number one, trying to lower the cost of production, and while we're trying to maximize market weights. Fortunately, we have profitability in the U.S. today, which we did not have in 2023 or 2024. And so with that, we want to make sure that we don't sacrifice any potential growth rate in order to simply focus on cost. But we always have to keep the cost of production in mind, and that is, of course, one of the big things that we're always driving for in the U.S.